We are exactly 1 month away from what might be the most controversial yet groundbreaking smartphone launch of the entire year. And if you think you know what Samsung is planning, you are in for a massive surprise because the Galaxy S26 Ultra leaks just dropped, and they are painting a picture of a device that doesn't just compete with the iPhone, it makes Apple look completely basic. We need to talk about a reaffirmed camera upgrade that defies physics, a memory configuration that honestly shouldn't even exist in this economy, and a new privacy feature so futuristic it feels like something out of a James Bond movie. But it is not all good news because there is a massive controversy brewing around the fast charging speeds that we really need to discuss before you even think about pre-ordering this phone. I'm going to break down every single detail that just leaked, explain why it matters for your daily use, and help you decide if you should save your money or get your wallet ready. Let's start with the camera system because this is the upgrade that everyone has been waiting for, and tipster Ahmed Quater has finally revealed the specific aperture numbers that change everything. For years, Samsung users have been complaining about one specific thing, and that is noise and motion blur in low light. You know the struggle. You try to take a picture of your pet or a moving object indoors, and it comes out looking like an oil painting. Well, Samsung is finally fixing this at the hardware level. The new leaks confirm that the 200-megapixel primary camera on the S26 Ultra will feature an f/1.4 aperture. To put that into perspective, the current Galaxy S25 Ultra uses an f/1.7 aperture. Now, I know these are just numbers on a page, but in the world of photography, this difference is absolutely massive. A lower f-stop number means the opening of the lens is physically wider, allowing significantly more light to hit the sensor. Why does this matter to you? It means that when you're shooting in a dim restaurant or walking down a street at night, the camera doesn't have to work as hard. More light equals less digital noise, less grain, and most importantly, faster shutter speeds. This is the secret sauce to fixing that motion blur issue that has plagued Samsung phones for years. If this leak is true, the S26 Ultra could finally dethrone the Pixel and the iPhone as the king of point-and-shoot photography. But they didn't stop there. The 50-megapixel telephoto camera is also getting a major bump to an f/2.9 aperture compared to the f/3.4 we have now. This means your zoomed-in shots at concerts or sporting events are going to look cleaner, sharper, and far more professional. This isn't just a spec sheet update. This is a fundamental change in how the camera captures the world. Now, while the camera is exciting, there's something else under the hood that genuinely surprised me, and it has to do with the raw power of this device. We have received confirmation that the Galaxy S26 Ultra will come with a configuration of 16 gigabytes of RAM paired with 1 terabyte of storage. You might be thinking that 16 gigs of RAM sounds standard for a flagship, but you have to look at the context of the market right now. We are currently in the middle of an extreme global RAM shortage. Prices for memory modules are skyrocketing, and almost every other manufacturer is cutting corners. You see companies lowering base models to 8 gigs or charging ridiculous premiums for upgrades. The fact that Samsung is keeping the 16 gigabyte option available is actually commendable. It shows they aren't willing to compromise on performance just to save a few dollars on the manufacturing bill. But why do you actually need 16 gigabytes of RAM? It's not just for keeping Candy Crush open in the background. This is about future-proofing your investment for the next era of mobile technology, specifically Galaxy AI. Artificial intelligence features run directly on the device require a massive amount of memory to function smoothly. If you want instant live translation, complex photo editing, and whatever crazy AI features Samsung drops in the next huge One UI update, you're going to need that overhead. 16 gigs ensures that your phone won't start lagging or feeling old 2 years down the line. It is about making sure the phone remains buttery smooth from the day you unbox it until the day you decide to upgrade. And in a market where phone prices are creeping up, that longevity is the most valuable feature you can buy. However, forget the cameras and forget the RAM for a second, because there is one feature coming to the S26 Ultra that I think is going to be the main selling point for millions of people. It is a feature called privacy display, and if the rumors are true, this is going to change how we use our phones in public forever. We have all been there. You're sitting on the subway or a bus, or even just standing in line at a coffee shop, and you can feel the person next to you glancing at your screen. It is annoying, it is invasive, and until now, the only solution was to buy one of those cheap, plastic privacy screen protectors that make your display look dim and fuzzy. Samsung is about to solve this problem digitally. This feature was actually first showcased at Mobile World Congress 2024 using Samsung's new OLED panels with something called Magic Flex Pixel technology. According to the leaks, they have successfully integrated this into the S26 Ultra. Here's how it works. When you toggle the privacy display on, the screen looks completely normal to you. You get full brightness, full color accuracy, and zero distortion. But to anyone sitting beside you, or viewing the phone from an indirect angle, the screen looks almost completely black. It is baffling technology. It is like having an invisible shield around your content. People literally cannot see what is on your screen unless they're looking directly at it from the front. But Samsung is taking it a step further with software integration. You don't have to remember to turn this on every time. The leaks suggest you can set it to activate automatically based on specific apps. Imagine this. You're scrolling through Instagram, and the screen is normal. Then, you open your banking app or WhatsApp to reply to a private message. Boom! The phone instantly recognizes the app and engages the privacy layer. No one around you can see your balance or your texts. You can even set it to trigger based on your location. So, when you're at home, the screen is wide open and beautiful. But the moment you leave your house and your GPS detects you are in a public space or at the office, privacy mode engages automatically. It is genuinely clever, and it addresses a real-world problem that we all face every single day. While some reports say this might be exclusive to the Ultra, there are whispers that the standard S26 and Plus models might get it too, which would be a huge win for consumers. Now, we have to move on to the bad news, or at least the controversial news. We need to talk about the battery and charging situation because this is where things get a little complicated. The leaks indicate that the Galaxy S26 Ultra is finally moving to 60-watt wired charging, which Samsung is branding as Super Fast Charging 3.0. On paper, this sounds great. It is a 33% increase in wattage over the 45-watt charging we had on the S25 Ultra. You hear 33% more power, and you expect the phone to charge way faster. But here's the catch, and it is a big one. Tipster Yakin127676 has claimed that the S26 Ultra will charge from 0% to 75% in 30 minutes. Let's do the math on that. The current Galaxy S25 Ultra, with its slower 45-watt charger, can go from 0% to 72% in the same 30 minutes. So, despite a 33% increase in wattage, we are only seeing a roughly 4% improvement in actual charging speed during that first half hour. That is disappointing. It is a classic case of diminishing returns. The reality is that pushing more wattage into a battery produces more heat, and to keep the battery safe, the phone has to throttle that speed down. So while the marketing team is going to scream 60 watts from the rooftops, the real-world difference might be negligible. We still need to wait for the official full charge times. Maybe it handles the last 20% much faster, but for now, don't expect this to charge twice as fast as your old phone. It is an upgrade, technically, but it might not feel like one. So, when can you actually get your hands on this beast? The timeline is becoming very clear. Samsung is expected to officially unveil the Galaxy S26 series on February 26th. If history repeats itself, pre-orders are going to open that exact same week, likely with some tempting trade-in offers and free memory upgrades. As for the actual release date, when you can walk into a store and buy one, we're looking at March 11th for select regions. That means you have CDLY 1 month to start saving up. So, here is the verdict. Is the Galaxy S26 Ultra going to be worth the upgrade? If you look at the total package, it is compelling. You're getting a camera system that physically lets in more light for better photos. You're getting 16 gigs of RAM, which is becoming a luxury spec, and you're getting that privacy display, which, in my opinion, is the coolest feature we have seen in years. Yes, the charging speed is a bit of a letdown, and we don't know the final price yet. But this phone is shaping up to be a productivity monster that genuinely offers things the iPhone simply cannot do. I want to know what you think. Is that privacy screen enough to make you switch? Or are you disappointed by the charging speeds? Drop your thoughts in the comments down below because I really want to hear your take on this. If you like this video and want to stay updated on the S26 Ultra as we get closer to launch, make sure you hit that subscribe button, share this video with your tech friends, and hit the bell icon so you never miss an upload. I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.